So topic 2. What DE doesn't seem to get about
No.
shit. There's something bugging me about Parvos Granum and his Sisters of Parvos. Right? So this is from Reddit.
Yep.
Why would he create an enemy task force to fight the Tenno?
Ooh.
I'm not sure if I'm missing anything, but at the end of the Deadlock Protocol quest, he invites us to sit at his table. So he wants to make a mutual alliance with us. I assume there's nothing more to the actual main post because
he wants us to make a mutual alliance with us. So why, all of a sudden, is he so driven to attack us? What did we do to cause him to choose us as his target? Yeah,
it's a good question.
So so I think I've said this in a previous episode. So obviously there's spoilers. So when you finish the Sisters the Call of the Tempestari, you see that Vala is in the Granum Void with the pyramid, and see good old Parvos Granum walk in a bit, and you see his golden hand, and you hear him say, "Sister." And obviously this is the leading into the Sisters of Parvos. So I really think that was supposed to come. The whole Call Tempestari quest was supposed to come the other side of the Deadlock Protocol, because that would be like hinting at the presence of Parvos Granum without us knowing about it. And if he was still trapped there, but these sisters were able to go into the void to meet him, and they were going to become his secret agents beyond the void because he was still trapped there, because it needed a warframe to free him, but they somehow found a way in, to him, and they were going to be his agents outside, sort of empowered to him. That'd be kind of cool. And then that would explain, then the sisters start having an effect on the corpus that leads to Neff enacting the Deadlock Protocol. Because there's no reason why he activates the Deadlock Protocol and things. I don't even know what they're voting on. Apparently they're voting on something, and it's like, we've Dyer's cast 7 times, for and against, and it's always drawed. So, what was the vote on? So if it was dealing with the sisters or hunting them down or something to do that, it would have made sense. It would have given his justification of why he then enacts the Deadlock Protocol, which then unlocks Parvos Granum, and then his story expands, and it's like, so he was the secret behind the sisters, and and then it makes sense that then he extends a slight hand of peace, like I was sort of testing you kind of thing. That would make more sense to me. The way it is now, we free Parvos Granum, sort of, but we don't actually know, because we never see him outside of the Granum Void. I don't know if he's trapped there or not still. It says he isn't. And then he's then back in there, because he's like, me proximity alarm's gone off. There's someone in me old Granum Void that's not a Tenno. Better go check on that. Walk in there. Oh, there's a lady on the floor. I'll call her sister. It's like, what you doing? What you doing, mate? So I don't get it, because obviously I kind of like the end of the Parvos Granum when he comes out, because he's almost alluding to the war with the sentients and how, will you work with me on doing this? It's clearly the more important thing, because he kind of points out that the corpus are not what he intended, with the whole, they're too greed driven. And obviously he aspires for progress, but not for just self-aggrandizing. It's to move things forward, to bring everyone up, to make better things, to aspire to move forward, to make new technologies, to see stars. That's his view, not just to enrich oneself.
I don't know. The question that's bugging me is whether or not what is the chronological order of things? So is it possible?
That's a good question. Have a quick look.
Oh, God, I wish there was a timeline of the events. So is there? I don't know if there is or not. Warframe.
There is actually on the Warframe website.
Really?
Yes, there actually is a Warframe
guide thing.
There's like an order guide, yes.
So, New Strange, Natar, Second Dream,
Found it.
Chains of Hero. Yeah, but it doesn't include a lot of old stuff. So it just goes War's Prize, Once Awake, the Arkwing, Stolen Dreams, the New Strange, Natar, Second Dream, War Within, Chains of Harrow, Apostasy Prologue, The Sacrifice, Chimera Prologue, Rising Tide.
Yeah, so I'm on the wiki, and the wiki says a requirement of Call of the Tempestari is the Deadlock Protocol completed.
So logistically, it is that way around.
Yeah.
So why on earth would Parvos decide to just go back on his offer?
Maybe we didn't send him an email back, so he felt discouraged.
Maybe we didn't RSVP.
It turns out because he was using out-of-date technology to send the email.
He was using TLS 1.0.
No. He was so he sent the email. Yeah. All right, and he was really cool. So he made some flash buttons for the bottom that says yes or no. And he didn't realize the flash had been discontinued.
Oh God. I'm just trying to think. The only reason I can think of that Parvos would no longer want the Tenno involved in his what's the event in Fellowship of the Ring where all the key members of Middle-earth turn up and decide how to get rid of the One Ring?
What, you mean the Council of Rivendell?
That's the one. Yes. It just feels like, oh yeah, I wanted you to be part of the Council of the Origin system, but for some reason I decided not. And it just feels weird that the invite was extended unless they turn around and retcon it out. And I'm not too opposed to that. I mean, it kind of feels like sloppy writing, but at the same time, hey, we've removed that. We thought we were going to take the story in one direction. We opted to take it in another direction.
What?
But
it
does, huh?
You finish.
The only reason why I can think that he would decide to go against this is because another party member has said, we will get in bed with you, but not if you're going to join the Tenno, not if you join our enemy. Does that make sense?
You think a third faction is in play?
That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe this isn't Parvos. Maybe this is a mimic, right? We already know that mimics can pretend to be Corpus. We've had that with Salad V and I can't remember. The
mimics wouldn't be able to.
True, but who says that this mimic is in the? Oh, yeah, fair. Unless they have secretly captured a Cephalon.
I hate that retcon.
I know. I know. It doesn't make sense. And we'll never address it again. Right. So what were you going to say?
Yes. No. Okay. Right. Yes. So I have a bit of interesting experience, seeing as this is the first time, as you can see above, that I have foughteth the Lich. Now, when I foughteth the Lich, and then I killed the Lich, and then I got another Lich, I didn't notice this before, you get a message from a Kuva guard?
Yeah.
And it says something weird. It's like the target has been chosen or something. It will either die or become a Lich. Very weird. It's like, did I mean to do that? It doesn't, it's weird to see what was the intention. Did they, I always felt that this was kind of a bit hand wavy to the way the Lich is seems to be the Kuva guards send out Liches in the hope that Tenno attack them and Tenno go, yes, I'd like that gun, please. And then they turn them into Liches. It's a bit, I don't quite, I know it's because it's the gameplay and the lore kind of smashing together in a weird way. But what is going to be the way that. My point is, what are going to be the slide card things that either Parvos is going to say when we make a Sister of Parvos? Yeah. Is it going to be maybe like, I'm trying to twist and maybe frame this in another way possibly. Is it going to be a sort of Arbiters of Hexis thing here, where it's like about testing and improving us as a challenge, but not attacking us per se? Because remember, the sister sends robo-dogs after you. I mean, it's not really directly trying to kill you, really, robo-dogs. I mean,
but don't. I mean, I don't know if we've actually seen any like content on Primetime or anything where they've revealed the whole thing. I can't imagine they have yet.
Yeah, but we do know how we get them, don't we? Didn't they show it on the dev stream?
Didn't we have to find someone in? Oh shit! Yeah, they said like you had to do the Granum Void.
Yes.
In
any level, I think.
You had to spend. God, what was it? Was it one of the highest level token, and you had to get any of the rewards in the Granum Void in order to get a sister to spawn or something?
Yes. I'm trying to see if I can find it. That's your rally. Sisters of Parvos. Okay, you'll be able to generate your very own Sister of Parvos by donating a Zenith Crown to the Granum Void. Once you complete the mini mission in game, a sister candidate will appear, similar to a Kuva Larvaling. Upon vanishing them, your new foe will await you upon return to your orbiter. Okay. He does say something. So there is actually a bit of.
What?
Yeah, she does say something. Right, hang on. I just want to see if it seems to be on point. I'm going to refresh this page.
Let's pause it.
Oh, okay. Right, we're going again. Cool. Right. So I have managed to find on the Warframe website, using the lovely website, and found some breakdown from the last dev stream, and I found some footage. So Parvos does say some interesting things. So he says. Oh no, that's not the first thing he says. I had it in the right place and I got it wrong. We are all marked to die in the end. Some cower, some fight. Which are you? Right, and then that's what he says when the one spawns. And then
right. So was that post them spawning?
No, yeah, that's post them spawning. Right, then after the kill, here we go, because I can't seem to pause this thing. He says, "Death embraced you once, but now you are my sister. It will not dare do so again." Okay.
It will not.
So it's interesting. The first line, I thought he was talking to the Xeno, but the second section, he's talking to the sister. So maybe the whole thing was talking to the sister.
I think it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So this.
Hell, I want to change my thing. Maybe he's not even testing the Xeno and the Warframes. Maybe he's looking to build an army of sisters, and he knows that we're not going to win against them. I mean, so it's like the Arbiters, but not the Arbiters for the Xeno, but the Arbiters for sisters.
No? It could theoretically work like that.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, we're not going to fucking die. I mean, it could also be a whole, oh, look, we've got, what's the Alad V and the Demolis, and they're like, oh, yeah, well, you know, with throwing our Demolists at the exploding thing, it made sense. No, it didn't. But
Parvos would also be an individual who knows what a Xeno really is. And at the most, all they'll kill is a Warframe. They can't touch a Xeno.
Wait, why does Parvos know what a Xeno is compared to a Warframe?
Because he has Protea.
So?
A gift from the Orokin. And he can see how it would act differently. I'm sure... Come on, if anyone's tooled up and knows what the score is, clearly Granum. It's clearly Parvos Granum.
No. I'm not refuting that, but like we've got no evidence to concretely say it. I mean, it's good speculation because look at Nathaniel. Nathaniel knows that Warframes and Tenno are two different things. Yeah. So like, he realizes it with the second dream. So he
Alad.
What did I say?
Nath.
Oh, apologies. Yes, I did mean
Alad. I'm with you on Alad. I'm like, oh, this is already Alad in Second Dream, but when did Nath know?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I think you said Nath. Someone, I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if I did say Nath, because I mean, Lucas is just so in my brain all the time. I mean,
we should have him on again.
We should have more.
I'm so annoyed that I wish back then, just so everyone knows, I would want Xeno for the guest to be a surprise sort of for me, so he'd bring people on. But I realised that I don't know people very well because I don't remember things. I'm not a rememberer, and so people be on. I'm like, hello, who are you? Oh, it's Lucas. Oh, Lucas, of course.
Who?
Oh, that guy. That guy's amazing.
Wait, you got this guy on?
You got this guy on? You didn't tell me?
But I mean, to be fair though, you did know who Frelling Hazmat was.
Yes, I did.
So. Right. Yes. So maybe it is just a case of he is using us as training fodder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, but it depends on the malicious intent. I mean, it also depends on how. I think a lot of this is coming off the back of Call of Tempestari, because with Call of Tempestari, we ended up
that needs
effectively, we ended up killing Vala. Right, for all we know, she's dead.
See, that's the more the spanner in the works for this whole thing, because though I have reined back a bit my complaints about Call of Tempestari, and I'm very positive about it based on the timeline and things, it does have a lot of narrative problems and big sinkholes of the plot, which aren't explained and are now bleeding outwards.
I mean, if it turns out Vala goes, yeah, we're cool now. I was in a bad place before, but now we're cool. I had to sit down with Papa Parvos, and he was all like, yeah, you kill all your stuff. And I did, and now we're
and I don't care more about my sisters, and I had some medication to stop with the dreams when they're talking in space, so that's all good, and I'm fine now. And I will not talk about the weird platform, which was never explained what we were doing in the void. I mean, because I've lost my memories.
I love how like we the accent slowly turned into like a farmer, a Yorkshire farmer. I don't know what was going on there, but like. I do wonder though, maybe who says Vala actually joined Parvos? She could have gone like, yeah, I'm down.
No, I'll just sit here.
You're allied with who? No. So it's
you're not a dead corpse talking to me in space. I only talk to dead corpses that move in space.
Shit. Fine. It wasn't my drink. It was my phone.
I was going to say, if you break another keyboard.
I know, right? Oh my god. I like wearing glasses, but this is the biggest problem with glasses, the fucking blind spot that I have like on the edge. Oh god, the number of times I've fucking done that. Yeah, I think it's too hard to tell at this point. What could it be? Could it be Parvos is using us as trainers for the Sisters of Parvos, or did he throw his toys out of the pram and he's actually against us? We don't really know. You know, I just hope that the Ureli quest, well, I assume it's the Ureli quest with the Vent kids, does actually have something that alludes to this.
Yeah.
You know. Should we go to the replies?
Yes. Oh, you make a good point.
Or are you waiting for me to actually Huh?
No. I was thinking about that tie-in, as you said, with the Irelia quest. But then the Kuva liches don't tie to any Warframe or anything.
What do you mean?
Well, then there's no...
No, they were just introduced.
Yeah.
But I think because Irelia, a quest, and the Sisters of Parvos are all coming out at the same time, and as you keep saying, they do love to tie
wrap
their
everything together. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it gives them background to them.
Yeah.
Maybe you could explain what was on that bloody platform and why it was attacked. Oh well. Anyway, let's have a look at this. So, am I remembering this wrong, or didn't he leave us in the void with Protea so she would kill us? Again, I think it was just... also, sorry, that's something I was going to say. So, in the thing is, at the end of the quest, he says he invites us to sit at his table, right? But as full mutual alliance. But that doesn't mean he's inviting you to have a chance to sit at the table and put people... He is all about proving your worth and improvement. So, maybe you have to prove your right to sit at that chair. See?
I don't know. It's again, this has a point because he did just basically throw Protea at us and, kind of fucked off. So is that an indication? Like, fuck knows. Parvos Granum works in mysterious fucking ways. That's all I think we can say.
Next is, perhaps the sisters are just a task force that the Tenno, for some reason, happen to be in their way. Or maybe they decide to hunt down the Tenno just for vengeance, like the Kuva liches. I don't think so.
I don't think the Kuva liches are out to hunt us for vengeance. I think the Kuva liches are out to improve their forces, and part of doing so is, this sort of like sacrificial process.
Yeah, I would like to. I would like for them to acknowledge a deeper meaning to the lich, a long-term thing, rather than it just being a sort of like a Skeletor to your Warframe, which is what it kind of was introduced as, like I'm your nemesis. That they were sort of like, it would be nice to see, let's say, the Worm Queen talking to an assembly of proved liches. And being like, you will be my fist, you are my new core of superior Grenier, tested against Tenno flesh,
Yeah.
And it's like the sort of like, the liches that became so powerful, they didn't beat the Tenno, but the Tenno just, almost stopped dealing with them, or something. They did kind of beat the Tenno and moved on, kind of thing. They've reached the apex of the Kuva in them has matured and made them stronger, there's a reason for that. That would be interesting. Even if it just turns out that the reason why is so that they make more Kuva, because the Kuva, the Worm Queen then kills them and extracts them. It'd be interesting.
I mean, I think one of the issues that we have is that there's no way to not win a lich, because you've already proven, even after a year and a half of letting that thing do whatever the fuck it wants.
Yeah.
You don't lose out. I mean, so there's no real way to have an alternative end game for them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
so
they on their own don't disappear.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the Tenno equivalent of the Bechdel test. Is it the Bechdel test? Is that how you pronounce it?
The Bechdel test is the one about, I think,
the narrative for women and not being about
interactions.
Men.
Where two people have to have a conversation.
So like, so it's like the Tenno equivalent, where a Kuva lich needs to exist without the need for a Tenno.
Sorry, you remind me of the Rick and Morty thing. Sorry, yeah.
Yes, I know, right? But but no, I mean, it's a serious thing. Like, why? What is the end game of the liches? What is the end game of the Sisters of Parvos? Like, we just don't know.
See, this is the kind of thing that would be cool if they added into the game. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Your lich has a timer. If you don't kill it within 30 days, it will leave. Yeah. Right. You with me? Right. No. But there's a either in your profile or a global method which then adds. It says like Lich Master. It goes 1. Doesn't say anything else. Tallies up, Lich Master.
So, I want to adapt this.
Okay.
I want to say a day.
Yeah.
But
Day.
only while you're online. It only counts down while you're online.
Oh, so you have an in-game day to kill them.
Yes, but
maybe 2 days. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I mean, like, people can maybe 2 days, but the whole point is that if we say a month, well, what happens if someone's away for that period of time, or what if?
Fair, yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, well, that's why I said a month. You know, I don't know. Also, that's kind of because even if my point is that even if you don't do anything with that number, it would still be that it is being counted and it means something. Might never get used, but means something.
Yeah.
You know, the liches have some other nefarious purpose that's happening.
No, I'm totally down for what you're saying. Hell, I mean, I'd like it if the lich would periodically sort of like message you, just go, "Do you remember me? Yeah, here's a kill squad."
Yeah. Well, you were against kill squads last week.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's get to the graphs at some point, and then fucking go over that.
Right, should we go to replies then? Oh, we are on the replies.
We're already on the replies.
Let's move on. What was the last one I did? I can't remember now. Oh, no, the second one, right. All corpus are ambitious by nature, but where Neff is the tactless grifter, analog of capitalism. No, I want to change that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean and things, but crony capitalism. Is crony capitalism. Capitalism isn't bad by itself. It's crony capitalism.
What is crony capitalism?
Well, what are cronies?
I don't know.
Educate. Let me have a. Should we not try and let's go for a definition, shall we? Crony.
Yeah. Have you started playing something by accident?
Huh?
Have you started playing something by accident?
No. What's why?
The headphone audio, it was just.
Oh, it's probably picking up my keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Right, so crony capitalism is an economic system characterized by close, mutually advantageous relationships between business leaders and government officials.
Right.
You know, so the fat cat's at the top, which is, the board and things, and it's all just for their benefit.
Right.
That's interesting. Cool. I'll have to mute this now as well. Oh no, I've lost everything. No, come back. There we go. Right, so I didn't realize that keyboard made noise. Okay, I'll have to change that next time. Sorry for everyone hearing the pick sounds. Yes, so, because I don't want to go and drag into a stupid thing, but simply point out, I know capitalism isn't perfect. No system is perfect, but no other system has fed more people in the world and actually created places that have obesity crises. That's just ridiculous.
I want to get this correct. Post energy scarcity capitalism.
Yes.
That's Star Trek.
Yes. Because people still have private property in Star Trek.
Yeah.
But they're post scarcity to the point that, well, like,
how is it just post scarcity?
Yeah, post scarcity. So it's just post scarcity. Because at the moment, like for instance, a tree has worth, but when I have a replicator that can produce anything, and infinite energy from the sun. Why do I have to dig up precious metals in Australia? I can make them.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that. So it changes things. You still have private property, though. I mean, Picard has his vineyard, so anything. But anyway, so yeah. Neff is the tactless grifter analog for crony capitalism. Parvos is the objectivist analog.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Objectivist analog.
I can only assume by that this person is saying that. Actually, no, there's more to the point. Let's read the rest of the point.
It's easy to fall to understand. Yeah, sorry, I've been sidetracked on words here. So yes, it's easy to fail to understand his goals, given all the pontificating. But behind his sermons is simply him rationalizing his desire to replicate the same power structures as the Orokin, only with him on top. Okay, I've not read all the lore bits. I know there's the lore bits you put the coins in for. I don't know if maybe it's in there.
Is there?
On the ships, on the corporate ships.
There's lore bits in the core. Yeah.
The water effect pyramid. You toss a coin in there.
Oh god, yeah. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I haven't done them all, so maybe it's in there.
Maybe. I don't know, but
I don't think
I would have thought the. But even so,
let me try and
like,
this. Yeah, keep talking.
If Parvos was out to create a new effective pyramid scheme, right, with him on top, that wouldn't make him any objectively better than Neth, right? I don't think that's what Parvos is. Well, I mean, I haven't listened to these dialogues, but I cannot see that. Have you done it again?
Yeah, I tried muting it. I have to try and harder next time. Parvos Granum quotes. Sorry, let's get that. Give me that. Yes, right. So I wanted to see some of his quotes. I don't remember him being all about like,
pyramid schemes.
Yeah. My name, I've watched you. Monuments to narcissism, manning others sweat in your stead, gorging upon that upon which you have not earned. Watched as you claim for yourself my teachings of self-reliance, perverting them into a flaccid philosophy of sloth, of idleness. Is that you, my son? So it's, it's self-reliance. It's not him putting himself on top of the, you know nothing, falling short as you do of every ideal that I value. Your words, your efforts are a model of inadequacy. I call you Nefanu, but I do not need you. I need them.
Okay, you're talking about the Xeno. Keep going.
Some doors ought to remain closed. That's not in my worldview. Fire, fusion, void, progress always comes entangled with risks. Sorry. That's not in my worldview. Fire, fusion, void. Progress always comes entangled with risk, with violence. With the pressure sample obtained, development is accelerating. The Entrati have kept their secrets long enough. I'm calling it the Spectre particles. My Archimedes explains mimicry is in its nature. An echo exposed to precept circuits will be able to imprint behaviors like an infant mirroring her surrogate. Only this infant can set the world on fire. The palace birds think they can control us. They hit our research site with Warframe assault.
Sorry, no. Could you? Is this all part of the same one?
This is all his quotes from the quest.
No. The one about mimicking.
I'm calling it Spectre particle as my community explained. Mimicry is in its nature. An echo exposed to precept circuits, we're able to imprint behaviors like an infant mirroring her surrogate. Only this infant can set the world on fire.
Sentience?
No. He's talking about the Spectre particle.
What the fuck is the Spectre particle? Oh, the actual. No, wait. As in the specters that we clone?
Yeah, the specters. In the void, the floaty people.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep going.
The sister, so there's not much more. There's that thing saying about it, but then there's this bit. So the sister, what's he said about it? By now your friends have noticed that overloading the engines are preventing the exits you opened for my captives from closing. Well done and goodbye. Enjoy your stay. The system shall change. No more clutching at sunk costs, imposed ideals, hand-me-down hopes. No, we are better than that. The corpus shall know a violent restructuring, but with time enough to face the impending threats from Tau with renewed and absolute vigor. Or not. Perhaps the rot is too deep. Perhaps the father should abandon his children. Perhaps it is time for a new philosophy. Life's just a bargain like any other. Yours is no different. Would you like a seat at my new table? Perhaps with your masked friends alongside. The business, was it? A curious name. And Yudico too, of course. All people know what they want. I know what they want. But what about you? Tell me, friend, what is it you desire? I could have done that better. Sorry, I was trying to read it while doing it, instead of just going with it. It wasn't trying to do the best. I could have done better. But yeah, so it doesn't. He's not looking to put himself on top of anything. He's looking to.
That's that last bit. That's from the answer phone email thing.
Yeah, the whole thing was the answer.
Sends us.
Yeah.
So
that's all his lines. There's nothing about him putting himself on top of a new Orican empire.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. So
yeah.
Okay. Should we go to the last reply?
I think it's more likely that he's going to send the sisters to take resources from other Corpus regions and the Grineer, and we fight them to keep the peace. In fact, yeah, looking at that again, as he says about a new philosophy, maybe that's what he's trying to do. He's not trying that. Maybe the Sisters, he's trying to make a new force, a new, from the ground up, his troops, his people around him that he's surrounding himself with will be these Sisters who will prove themselves independent and self-reliant and capable, and how is he going to beat the threat from Tau? Well, he's going to need troops that can compare with them. What compares with the sentient? A warframe can beat a sentient, right? So pit them against the warframes to make them stronger.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Right. I think we're done with this topic.
I think we are done with this topic. Let's round this off. So it's still interesting. I do like it. It's a nice, interesting talk. Obviously, the Sisters of Parvos quest line will be explained, or the whole thing will be revealed or begun very soon, maybe in the next few weeks, I guess. We're going to get this cool update. I can hardly wait. It looks really cool. But for now, that is it for this discussion and this topic. So Xeno will round us off.
Cool. Rounding you off now. So thank you very much, everyone, for listening to the topic episode. If you want to listen to the full thing, please go into the description below where you'll find a link to the full episode, along with on the end slate there is a link, if you got the cards embedded. There's also memes, community shout outs, opportunities to win platinum. Everything's time stamped, so if you come in and you want to I just want to follow up from where I left off, you can.
Or I just want to see the memes.
Or yeah, you can skip into that. Loz reads every comment.
Please do put comments on all episodes.
Yeah, we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so that way we can pimp our guests and things via the cards, which currently we cannot. Though I imagine as soon as we finally can, YouTube will remove the cards entirely. And yeah, that's it for this topic episode.
Cool.
So yeah, see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.